New Indiegogo launching soon. The best technology, fresh design, better features, completely new. The future of creativity.
Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe, CMO of Gamefound, and welcome to our Fall Feast event. This is usually the part where I tell you this is our largest feast ever, but not this time, not today. I think for the second or third time, it's not our largest feast ever, but make no mistake, there are 16 incredible campaigns we're going to be talking about today. And of course with Essen, between the campaigns on the platform and these, there's plenty to keep you busy, and it's ranging a wide variety of different themes, games, types, and all of that. We have Euro games, we have miniature games, we have a miniature, and we have card games. We have reprints, we have expansions, and games you've never seen before. Like I said already, ranging a wide assortment of different themes and types of campaigns. So let's go ahead and dive into them. As usual, make sure to check out all the various links, make sure to check out the feast page, follow the various campaigns, especially when there is a follower gift involved. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into these 16 campaigns. Our first two campaigns are coming out the gate strong with an incredibly popular trading card game, as well as one of the most popular IPs in the gaming space. We have Altered coming at you with more content in Seeds of Unity, and then Dungeons & Dragons, Xanathar Device Holder, and Dice Tower Collectible.
Altered is based in a brand new and fresh universe, with innovative and original gameplay, unlike any other card game. Through Altered, we aspire to craft a vibrant, inclusive, and decidedly positive world where dreams, emotions, and imagination come to life. Select from 6 factions, each with captivating playstyles and unique ideologies, and choose your hero and their companion. The game mirrors the universe we've created, with a unique gameplay system that focuses on exploration and discovery, not combat. Each game of Altered is a frantic race of exploration around an ever-changing landscape. At Equinox, we believe that card games go further than the gameplay. So Altered offers revolutionary technology to open up a whole new world to the players. Built around the use of QR codes on each card, the game comes with an app. Download it, scan your cards in seconds, and enjoy unique services that will immensely enhance your Altered experience. Manage your collection, build your decks, and easily take part in events whenever you want. Interested in trading your cards? Explore a global marketplace and instantly connect with players worldwide using your smartphone from anywhere at any time. Use the print-on-demand service and have them delivered to your doorstep, brand new and in your preferred language. The possibilities are endless. We introduced 3 levels of rarity: common, rare, and yes, absolutely unique one-off cards. Enjoy exclusive progressing artwork that comes with each card family. They'll also bring an infinite source of creativity to your decks and ever-renewed unpredictability to your opponents.
Hi guys, I'm Chris. I'm a senior product developer at XG, and this is Adam.
I'm the graphic designer at EXG, working with the product team on this Xanathar cable guide product that we want to bring to you and to the D&D fans out there.
Our usual line of products, our bread and butter, are cable guides. They hold devices, and a Pro does that, but it also does other things on top. And there's also a massive extra level of detail and Easter eggs and stuff that we pack into these things. So they're really like a cable guide leveled up. The Pro has a rest here, so it looks like the open book, and you can see it's got sort of these little hooks here which would rest the device on. So you can put game controllers on there, phones on there, I mean a pencil if you want to, I mean anything that will rest on there, but it is designed for electronic devices mainly. And this flips up, and it also twists, so you can move it out of the way completely. So if you don't want, I mean, the book looks great, but if you don't want it at the front, you can turn it into something that feels more like a decorative piece that you can kind of have on the side with maybe some of your other figures. It's really versatile.
When designing the product, we understand the importance for DM and other players to have their phone on their character sheets using their D&D app, and that allowed us to sort of understand if that is prioritised. Being a pro, then we can work something else into this product, and that allowed the dice tower to become part of the integral structure underneath Xanathar.
But if you see inside those 2 points of contact where the dice hit and roll out, like there was a lot of time playing with angles to make sure that we got a good tumble. So this campaign's going live. We really want it to succeed, and we want it to go into the wild, so everyone else can sort of experience it, because we've had a great time making it, and we hope you guys get a chance to have a great time using it. So thanks very much.
The next campaign is another huge IP, but this time in the video game space. This is Quake the board game from Archon Studios. Quake is a fast-paced, cooperative dungeon crawler with an optional deathmatch mode for players who can't imagine a day without blasting rockets at their friends. The game is quick to learn, but packed with strategic depth. At the start of each round, you draw up to 5 action cards, your weapons and abilities. You then select 3 of them and place them down to slots on your player board. Each slot resolves in order, and earlier actions can power up the following ones. Do you use your most powerful weapon immediately, or do you save it for later where it'll hit even harder? Building the right sequence is a huge part of the game. But plans rarely survive first contact with the enemy. If things go sideways, you can discard cards from your hand to perform simpler, free actions. They're weaker, but might just save your life in a pinch. Be careful though, because your deck is your lifeline, and every card you burn now is one less tool you have later. Not in the mood for teamwork? That's where the deathmatch mode comes in. Here, cooperation is off the table, and your only goal is to frag your friends as often as possible. Kill fast, die faster, respawn, and hunt them down with a vengeance, until one player racks up enough frags to claim victory. If you like fighting things, these next 4 campaigns should have a little something for everyone. We have the Hunters 1492 back with a 2nd edition and an expansion. Become a hunter and face off against your enemies in this Renaissance post-apocalyptic world. Then we have Claustrophobia 1692, a 2-player head-to-head game that first became popular in 2009, then Monolith brought it back in 2019, and now ARDEVUR is bringing an all-new addition to your table. Then we have Travail, a 1 to 2 player cooperative roguelike adventure in which you're going to be working together to face off against hordes of enemies. And then lastly, if you like shooting your way through waves of enemies, then Fireteam 0 the Reboot is going to bring this cooperative game back to your table. Check out all these games with a little bit more information from them from each of their creators.
Hi, I'm Mateusz from Oficina Nostrorum. I'm excited to introduce the new and improved edition of the Hunters AD 1492, a fully cooperative game. In the game, you become monster hunters who participate in a complex and gripping campaign comprised of hundreds events, wrote down cards, and Tome of Tales. The narrative presented on the cards and the book is full of story twists and difficult decisions to make. You can develop your hero, you can create or buy new equipment, develop your wagon, and craft new items yourself. You can combine elements of inventory and visit undiscovered locations. And now we have even more. The new big expansion, Borderlands. In the new expansion, we're moving east to the territories of present-day Poland, where we will face new threats in a long campaign and new monsters inspired by Slavic mythology. Thank you, we'll be in touch.
Hello, Gamefound. My name is David Esbrie, and I am a publisher at ARDEVUR. We are going to launch a new edition of Claustrophobia, in this case, Claustrophobia 1692, at some point next year here at Gamefound. Claustrophobia is a phenomenal 2-player dungeon crawling game designed by Croc that's been going and evolving into different editions, and now we will be launching a new one early next year. At the moment, we are going to invite you to join our pre-launch campaign page. There won't be a lot of content right there at this moment, but we will be populating that page with a lot of stuff in the next few weeks and months, building up to the moment in which we launch this campaign. Also, there will be like special gifts for all of you who support us in this pre-launch moment. Yeah, we will be showing more stuff in our booth in Essen and at the same time in this pre-launch page. So please, please, please come with us, join us in this phenomenal delve into the depths of hell, and we will have a lot of fun together. We're going to have this fantastic new edition of Claustrophobia, designed, as I said, by Croc. He's been looking at every single step that we took into building this new rulebook, a new whole set of phenomenal miniatures. This will be a blast, and we can only make it if you come with us. Please join us, and we will make sure that you will find a lot of exciting stuff in this campaign page to eventually back this game.
Hi guys, I'm Adam Smith, founder of Artifact Games, and I'm thrilled to announce our brand new title, Travail. Travail is a 1 to 2 player cooperative roguelike adventure, blending choose your own path storytelling with fast-paced, tactical card-driven combat. Across 3 acts, you'll journey through desecrated hamlets, haunted ruins, and corrupted sanctums, confronting the grotesque fallen angels who plague this land with their blasphemy. Every choice forges the path ahead, uncovering new discoveries with each run. Every battle is a test of positioning, synergy and survival. And even in death there is strength. Each attempt offers fresh encounters, branching paths and hard-won victories, unlocking new cards and relics for your next run. Heaven's banished wander the earth, it falls to you to end their heresy. Join us on Gamefound and help us bring Travail to life. Thank you.
Hi there, Chris Loyes here from SWD Editions. Really thrilled to be talking to you about Fireteam Zero. So Fireteam Zero isn't just another co-op board game, it's a desperate fight for survival. You and your squad will face endless swarms of horrors that will stop at nothing to tear you apart. This is the reboot, the critically acclaimed classic, rebuilt for a new generation and backwards compatible. Team up with up to 4 players, each armed with brutal deck of combat skills. Every card is a choice. Unleash devastating attacks, shield your allies, or reshape the battlefield with fire and explosives. But remember, your deck is also your lifeblood. You run out, you're done. Fight through escalating missions across maps, crawling with tougher enemies and darker challenges. No 2 games are going to be the same, bringing unique abilities and sinister twists as they change the rules on the fly. Specialists will stand with you, like occultists and other heroes, and help you tip the balance of the game. Use them wisely or face certain doom. So the longer you take, the stronger the swarm becomes, and time really plays against you in this game. You hesitate, you're all gone. It's fast-paced, it's tactical, it's relentless. Every mission takes 60 to 90 minutes, but the tension will haunt you long after the battle ends. So hopefully follow us on Gamefound from today and be the first to face the nightmare. So thanks very much for looking at this. We also have, which I'm going to show you briefly, where we are with the page at the moment. So it's still work in progress, but you have some of the artwork here, some of the monstrosities, some of the creatures you're going to see in the game, and just some samples here, some of the pack shots of the content of the game, a brief description here, a bigger pack shot of the core game, and just one sample of the new content, brand new content, the Pacific Cycle, taking your heroes to a totally different region with obviously new missions and monsters and so on. And it's very much a work in progress. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, I'm really thrilled to be showing you this. Follow us now on Gamefound. Thank you.
If Euros are more your thing, these next 3 should have you covered. We have Goa, a classic that has been out of print for far too long, back with a reprint as well as an entirely new solo mode for you to dive into. We have ARDEVUR, the game of resources, which is literally a game all about resources. It's about mining in the supply chain and looks fantastic on the table. And then we have Inferno 1348 Deluxe Edition, back with both a reprint as well as a modular expansion that pushes the game even further than before. Let's talk to the creators and find out a bit more about these 3 games.
Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to this new edition of the Gamefound Feast. I'm Raphael from Quinid Games, and for those who have been following Quinid Games, you know that we have a very special series that we call the Master Print series, where we bring exclusive and deluxe editions of certain classics, but also new games. And since we are inching closer, as you may know, to number 30 in the series, we wanted number 30 to be something very special. And we've been eyeing this classic for quite a while, and we're very happy to announce that we are bringing Goa back to life. So this classic from Rudiger Dawn has been out of print for quite a while, and we've been working with artist Nayada, that we're also a huge fan of, who's created a beautiful new version of this classic. So the game will launch on Gamefound on November 4th and will feature completely new artwork by Nayada, deluxe components, and quite a few other surprises. One of them being, well, I can spoil that one already, but we will be having a solo mode as well for the first time for this game, but we have plenty of other fun little surprises as well. So if you are interested in the project, don't hesitate to give us a follow, and yeah, happy feast.
Hi everyone, this is Gabriel, and this here is ARDEVUR, the Game of Resources. It's a competitive Eurogame crafted as a simulation of the modern mining supply chain, my field of expertise. It is set in our present time, at the peak of what I call the Metal Age. It tells the story of powerful corporations vying for control over natural resources. Humanity has become over-reliant on new technologies, and of course, the metal used to make them. If you're passionate about economic games, with tight strategy and trade-offs between long-term investments and short-term choices, you should definitely check this out. Explore mining territories and establish your regional presence. Invest in strategic assets, keep capitalizing, and expand your supply chain to stay ahead of your competitors. This is the first volume of a trilogy that spans the whole metal supply chain, so it just made sense for us to release a full metal deluxe set. To learn more about the game's backstory and get your special gift, follow the campaign now.
Hi everyone! 2 years ago we launched the campaign for Inferno Deluxe, inspired by the Divine Comedy, Dante's masterpiece.
I won't lie, we were very nervous, as both theme and mechanics were unusual for a Eurogame. After 20,000 copies in 11 languages, you proved us wrong and we thank you for that.
But when it was all over, we felt kind of empty, so we went back to Fernando Sanchez, the designer, and asked him to push Inferno further. We wanted harder choices, deeper sacrifices. Inferno 1348 was his answer.
In 1348, the Black Plague wiped out half of Florence's population. More death meant more sinners and a feast in hell. Buildings fall apart as the epidemic spreads. The disease can even follow you home to your unsuspecting family.
The Great Pestilence is just one of several modules in this expansion, and you can combine them any way you like. We are also fortunate to have the whole team back with Fernando, David Benzal and Christian Otasu on art and Mimic Box on 3D modeling.
If you backed Inferno, you already know what's coming. Spectacular components, scary meeples and a fast-paced campaign full of surprises. And if you are new to the game, now's your chance to join the Inferno cult.
Follow the pre-campaign to get an exclusive gift before we open the gates of hell next February.
I met Dante 7 centuries ago, and I still remember our journey. I am not a man. Once I was. My name is Virgil, and my home, Inferno.
But we're not done with our Euros yet, because Hegemony is back with the new expansion, Shadows of Authority. The nation's wounds have yet to heal. What was once disarray has now deepened into unrest. While the conflict between the classes continues, new threats loom over the nation. As crime increases, discontent spreads, and environmental crises intensify, the state pushes for increasingly repressive laws, tightening surveillance and censoring free speech. With democracy in danger and hard-earned liberties stripped away in the name of public safety, where will you stand? Shadows of Authority is an expansion to the award-winning Hegemony Lead Your Class to Victory that introduces a new ideological axis, authoritarianism versus liberty, over which players will clash, featuring new policies to vote on and new mechanisms to make use of. At the same time, environmental concerns and pollution are introduced, challenging players to confront ecological issues and shape the future quality of life for their class and for the nation. Our next two campaigns seek to give you fun experiences in a smaller form factor with adorable artwork. We have Dicequest from Skytier Games, a dice pool building game, and then we have Boss Hunter from Synergia Games, a boss hunting experience. Let's find out a bit more about these two games.
Hi everyone, this is Giacomo from Skytier Games. I'm happy to announce Dicequest. That's a dice pool building game. For 1 to 4 players, aged 10 years or more. This game is from the same designer that brought you Super Fantasy Brawl, and we basically revisit in a light-hearted way the universe of our previous games. Dicequest is all about combining heroes and items in the best way possible to build your own luck, so to speak. In your turn, you go shop for heroes to gather your party. You then pick one of the quests available and roll the dice. Then by using abilities and items, you hopefully complete the quest, earn rewards and grow stronger. The game works great as a solo, cooperative or even competitive with almost no changes except, there is this optional take that set of cards that you can add into the market to spice things up and annoy your friends. Well, Dicequest is coming to Gamefound early 2026, it's production ready, and I hope to see you there.
Hello Gamefound community, get ready for Boss Hunters, a strategic boss battler for 1 to 4 players from Synergic Games. The challenge is on, your moves, your destiny. In Boss Hunters, strategy and positioning are everything. You and your team face massive modular building cards that form the battlefield. You must move and climb across these cards to execute your plan. The heart of the game is your action cards. They have 2 sides, one active action and one inactive. When you use the active action, you flip the card 180 degrees. You have to carefully plan which action you need now and which action you want to keep available for the next turn. Choose your hero's role, Paladin, Witch, Rogue or Priest. Use fast actions to jump in and defend an ally, even when it's not your turn. As the fight intensifies and you take damage, your action cards will upgrade, giving you access to even better effects for the rest of the game. Follow Boss Hunters on Gamefound now. Your new epic challenge awaits.
While the adventure that is the feast is almost over, these last 3 games are adventures in their own right. We have Shiver Me Timbers, a pirate's sandbox adventure, back with a reprint and brand new expansion. We have Bantam West, one of the first prototypes I've ever covered in this space, an open world role-playing western, is back with a 2nd edition as well as a new expansion, Graves of Gold. And then lastly we have Carnivore, a skirmish game where you take on a set of dinosaurs and go head-to-head with your opponents. Let's go ahead and find out more about these last 3 adventures.
When the cannons roar, when the rapiers sing, when the kraken rises, legends are born. Set sail to capture low-lying merchantmen and plunder their cargo. Raid fortresses and pillage the king's coffers. Rescue your long-lost relatives and reunite your family. Or set yourself against the legendary Kraken and the Sea Serpent, hunting them in a quest for glory. Shiver Me Timbers offers diverse routes to victory and ties them together with neatly integrated mechanics, intriguing storytelling, and deep strategic decisions. Join us on this exciting journey and help us to increase the scope of this open sandbox game even further.
Howdy. It's a beautiful early morning here in Tokyo. I'm Mike Brunicardi, founder of Bantam Planet. I'm excited to introduce Bantam West 2nd Edition. It's been 4 years since our last crowdfunding campaign, and we've long since sold out of our 1st edition. After delivering to thousands of players and taking every bit of feedback we could, I've spent the last 2 years hard at work to bring Bantam West back better than ever before, and with a new expansion to boot. Bantam West is the first ever competitive open world role-playing board game for 2 to 4 players, or now 5 with the new expansion. Step into the boots of our deadly strangers, immortal outlaws, as they explore Gallows Springs and the surrounding wilderness, wetlands, mountains, and plains. Live life however you please, as you work, fight, build, and burn to become the most notorious of them all. Go follow our campaign page for a free, exclusive weapon pack. This is going to be a campaign you don't want to miss. So, I hope to see you there, partner.
The end came from the sky. A star of fire split the heavens and shattered the earth. Smoke blotted out the sun. Forests withered, seas boiled, and the great herds thinned to shadows. Now, every day is hunger. Where once the plains shook beneath countless prey, only the scattered carcasses remain. Predators who once ruled alone now clash fang to fang, claw to claw, over the same dying quarry. There is no balance, no order, only the last war of scale and bone. Eat first, die last. Carnivore, a cataclysmic dinosaur skirmish game. Follow now on Gamefound.
And with that, another Gamefound feast is over. 16 more campaigns to have on your radar. That's in addition to everything live on the platform now and everything that will show up later to be interested in. Although speaking of interest, if you haven't yet, make sure to check out the Gamefound Awards. It's something we're doing for the very first time and we hope to make it a yearly occurrence. Additionally, let us know which of these 16 campaigns you're most interested in and why. And with that, I'm Alex Radcliffe, CMO of Gamefound, and thank you for joining us for this.